Hello, and welcome to a new Parry's Pickups. This is episode 5. I haven't done one for a while, that's because I was amassing a few games to share with you. So here we go. I picked up a new Xbox One game. Don't have many games for the Xbox One. I've bought a Wii U first, and then PS4. Xbox One was a bit of an extra treat for myself, I have to say. But when I saw this particular game at just 200 kroner, remember I live in Denmark, I thought, go on then. And that's Assassin's Creed Syndicate for the Xbox One. Now, this is a special edition. This is quite readily available still at the moment. It's just the first print of the game. Second hand though, so I don't know if the codes inside have been used. Now, what do I think of this game? I really like it. I really like the setting of London. In 1868. I like the fact you've got two characters you can choose from. The female character being the most interesting. I really like the way she fights, and her character is just a little bit more appealing and unique, I'd say. But for those familiar with Assassin's Creed series, it's always been a quality game series, and this is no exception to that rule. So I've really enjoyed the brief time I've spent with it. I've played it for a couple of hours. But yeah, I think for this game, being reasonably new, 200 kroner, 20 quid, is quite good. So that's that one. Doing kind of a reverse order here. Oh, no, sorry, I say that's not the latest I've picked up, the oldest I've picked up. Not that it really matters. Next one is Big Brain Academy for the Wii. As it says here. For Wii. Now, I've not had a chance to play this yet, because the idea of playing it on my own wasn't very appealing. My girlfriend's been over this weekend, and I was thinking we should get around to playing this, but we've been busy going all over the place. She's only here for 2 days, so maybe next time we'll sample this one. But yeah, I've heard it's a really good multiplayer game. But yeah, a little bit disappointed it's only 2-player. It'd be nice to have the option to play a few more. This was very cheap. I forget how much it was. It was a couple of quid, I'd say. So that's that one. Okay, so next would be my aforementioned girlfriend came over this weekend, and she brought with her something she found for me, which is very nice of her, was Tony Hawk's Project 8. Wonderful. It was a pickup from, I think, Cash Generator, and it was £6.40. Not so bad, really. You know, sometimes we were chatting about this. Sometimes PS3 games can be a little bit more expensive than Xbox games, Xbox 360 games. But I collect Tony Hawk's games. I collect one for every system I own, believe it or not, and because there's a lot of Tony Hawk's games, and I have a lot of systems, then it's been quite a fun project. Project 8, I've heard it's a very good Tony Hawk game. Next up, we would have a little trip out to GameStop yesterday, and I bought 4 games, 3 for the Wii, the first of which being Major Minor's Majestic March. Now, this is quite a common game. It's not a very expensive game, but it's a little bit obscure, because it's not a game that gets talked about a heck of a lot, mainly because I've heard it's not an amazing game, but anything developed by Nana On Sha, which is the studio that created games such as Parappa the Rapper and Vib Ribbon, has got to be worth a go. Also Jamalami too. So I'm quite looking forward to giving this a bash. How much did it cost? I think it cost about 60 kroner, so about 6 quid. If you jump on eBay, you can probably find this for a £5 or less. So I'll let you know what that one's like. But I said I haven't had a chance to play that one yet. The next one, this again was 60 kroner, about 6 quid. Blastworks, and this was actually on my list of things to get. As far as I know, what Blastworks is it's a build-your-own shooter, side-scrolling shooter game. Wow. I mean, unique, and really looking forward to giving this a blast. Oh my. Next up, we've got Disaster Day of Crisis. Again, a very affordable game. You can get it for £5 or less. This particular copy, though, cost me £7 or £8, 80 krona. Yeah, I looked up afterwards how much it was actually worth, and yeah, it's very affordable. Raymond Bryce is about to have one hell of a day. The blurb on the back says, kidnapped hostages, earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, can you get through in one piece? And if that's not incentive enough to purchase a game like this, I don't know what is. So this is like a disaster simulator where you just have to try and survive. There's a game called SOS for the PS2, a game which I've got, but I haven't had a chance to play again. Oh, terrible, aren't I? But yeah, both these games have really intrigued me, and this is as far as I can gather, a European exclusive. So yeah, I think I remember hearing good things about this, so I'm looking forward to giving that a go. Lastly, an Xbox 360 game, again from GameStop, and wins the award for most labels and things on the front of it. So you can see there, it's Dodonpachi Resurrection Deluxe Edition. Now, I remember with going GameStop with Matt Boyle years ago, when I first moved to Denmark, and this game came out, and it was stupidly expensive. I remember Matt was interested in it. I don't know if he eventually picked it up when it came down in price. This was just 50 krona, about £5, and which is good. It's a saving compared to if I would have bought it on eBay, but it wasn't actually on my list of things to get. I think this game costs around just under 20 quid on eBay. So not bad for a fiver. It's a shooter, top-down bullet hell style shooter. So with plenty of anime girls in it, as you can see on the back, as typical for these kind of shooter fairs. So I'm quite happy you found this. Actually, my girlfriend just found this in a bargain bin right by the till as I was buying those other games. I was like, go on. It was a spur of the moment type of thing. I was like, £5, it's got to be worth a shot, hasn't it? I've heard it's good. I didn't actually know, being the Deluxe Edition, it would come with a soundtrack. So that was quite a nice surprise when the cashier slipped an extra disc into the box for me. So yeah, I can't play this at the moment. Don't have an Xbox 360 here in Denmark, and I doubt this is Xbox One compatible. I'd be very surprised if it was. I've not seen it on the lists, but the only way to check would go online, have a look. I suppose I'll just stick it in the Xbox and see. So that's actually it. I'm trying to keep this one short and sweet because I do sort of harp on a lot. Oh my lord, there's one thing I have forgotten to talk about, and probably the biggest bargain of the week, and that wasn't staged at all. I did genuinely forget about this one. I don't know how. Here we are. What's this? It's Hero Live, Guitar Hero Live for the Wii U. We were in Toys R Us yesterday. Saw this for 300 krona, £30, with the guitar. I've been umming and ahhing about this for quite some time. Came out about 75. I've seen it drop to 55. At 30 quid? Yeah, it had to be done. It was available for PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U. I decided to pick up the Wii U version and was wondering, was that the right thing to do? The Wii U's not got the longest lifespan. It's not got many years left in it, I don't think, with Nintendo's new console on the horizon. Will support for this game dwindle? We'll have to see. But right now, at this very point in time, it's being supported and it's got a lot of content available. I love this music video mode where it's got a lot of stuff you can just... a lot of variety. Playing David Bowie, playing Weezer, The Killers. I mean, these are bands and artists that I really like, and they're there on this game, as well as a lot of other stuff. Maybe I'll be introduced to some stuff I'm not so familiar with, but it's a reasonably good, very varied track listing. So the biggest thing about this is that the controller has got two layers of buttons now. So, and the screen will tell you if you should hold down the button on the top or the bottom half of the arm of the guitar. That is hard to get used to, especially when the on-screen prompts are very subtle. Basically, a plectrum hovers above the arm of the guitar as the notes come forward, and you, the notes themselves are plectrums. So plectrum pointing upwards means play on the up string. Plectrum pointing downwards means play on the bottom string. They're differentiated by being grey and white. So it is very subtle, I think, and when you're in the heat of the moment, it's quite hard to see. But once you get used to it, you do appreciate that they've gone in a different direction, because you could have easily made another Guitar Hero game exactly the same as the last, but no, it adds a new gameplay dynamic, which it's fun to actually have something new to learn, and you get a good sense of achievement when you actually get to grips with it. So there's two modes. There's a music video mode, which I mentioned, so you've got a whole library of music videos you can play over the top of. There's a great thing where it connects to you online, so you're always playing against different people. So as you play a song, you can see how other people are doing the song, and you rise up a live online ranking for the song you're playing. You'd be playing against about 10 other people, and then there's people playing this on Wii U. It's not like it's a barren wasteland where no one's playing it. Like half of the modes on Devil's Third are at the moment, but great. And you've got the on-stage mode as well, which is a little bit not so keen on that. It's meant to give you sort of a visual representation of how you play on stage, make you feel like you're on stage, but the made-up band that they've chosen is a little bit, as you walk around the stage in first person and they interact with you and kind of looks sometimes like they berate you when you're not doing very well, and then the audience does too, and then you're meant to feel like, yeah, if I hit these notes, then the crowd on my side, my bandmates are gonna be supporting me all the way. And actually, when it comes down to it, you're just focusing on the notes and all that. I was relying on my girlfriend to tell me what they were doing, because I was too busy focusing on what keys I was meant to be playing. The guitar itself is really nice, really high quality, feels of really high build quality, and it's a little bit smaller than the older guitars too, which is probably a good thing, it's a little bit more. Although you can't take the arm off the guitar like you could with the old Guitar Hero guitars, so storage, you've got to keep it as one big thing. I won't say any more about it, because I have said a bit now about Guitar Hero Live, but I would recommend it if you're a fan of Guitar Hero or Rock Band. It certainly throws something a little bit new in the mix, and its online competitive modes feel really fresh and give you an extra incentive to play, as you can level up and unlock money to. Yeah, this is a bit of a grey area. Get new songs. I don't know if you unlock in-game currency to buy songs, but I think you can go on the eShop and buy things. So it's got a little bit of different setup to how you buy songs, which I still haven't quite worked out how exactly that's working. But I'd say 30 quid, very happy with the purchase on Guitar Hero Live, and it is really good on the Wii U. So there we have it, another Parry's pickups. I hope you've enjoyed. As I say, I do these sporadically because there's only a point of doing them when I've got a few games to talk about. And here in Denmark, I'm not picking up stuff all the time on eBay. Which I am doing, I know, quite consistently, but that's all getting shipped to the UK. So expect when I next go back to the UK, a few Parry's pickup videos when I'm back there with all that stuff I've gathered, and that stuff's a lot of retro things too. So that might be quite interesting. So thanks again for watching, and do subscribe to blastprocess.com, because we do have content coming fairly regularly. I occasionally do toy reviews now. Well, I've done one. So if you'd like to see more of that, let me know in the comments below. I have a few ideas for toy videos. I picked up something very interesting the other day. You can see it on the shelf there, next to Jabba the Hutt. You point at it. It's kind of like a test tube thing. They're called Fungus Among Us, and if you like to see a review of them, the little collectible creatures like boglins, or a little bit more like those zomblings, or little. What am I doing there? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to show you that these small little dudes, that are a little bit squidgy and yeah, kind of fun creatures and such. So yeah, thanks again, and we'll see you soon. Ta-ta for now.